Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of 4.0 and Below, where we love our creases to absolute pieces. And today's episode, we got a comic call. We're going to show off our March pickups and a few other sorted nonsense. And let me see, I wanted to say something. Let me check my notes. Hang on, let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, shut up and get to the comics already. Got it. Even had it underlined. So here we go. And we'll start off with some pickups that we got at the second annual comic convention that my small hometown had. And they sort of expanded the venue this year. That was kind of the problem last year. They had it in a place that was very tiny. It was full, but boy, you could barely had time to push or take a look at anything because the crowd was just kept getting shoved along, and so they moved it out to the fairgrounds into a bigger building, and they filled it up again. Lots of vendors, lots of cool stuff. Unfortunately, it hit at a bad time of month, and my bank account was nearly dry. But we said we were going to shut up and get to the comics, so we're going to shut up and get to the comics. And so I didn't get a lot, but I picked up some neat stuff, starting with this piece of art that I picked up from an artist, and unfortunately his name absolutely escapes me. I got his business card. Do you think I can find it? No. But it's one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite costumes, so we got a nice little Miss Marvel print. Pretty happy with that. Also picked up a couple cop issues of the Doom Patrol, number 88 and number 106. From a local dealer. Also picked up Weird Western Tales, number 30. These are in kind of in chewed on shape, but I thought they were pretty reasonable priced for what they had. I think I got those all for like $4 a piece. Let's see, also got a Thor 258. And as I try to slowly get this all pieced together, and I'm getting pretty close, a Man from Atlantis. Oops. Come on, steady. Man from Atlantis, number 6. Okay, and then from another dealer, who also had a ton of neat stuff. Like I said, I wish I had a little more money to spend. Picked up some old gold keys. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery. For both man and monster, it's been a hard day's work. I can never read the numbering on these things, so I'm never not sure. So that was 608, and this is 609. And the Serpent's Clutch. And also got looks like a Whitman reprint of an earlier issue. The Mail Order Monster. That made me laugh. Okay. And also a Ripley's Believe It or Not, number 604. Love that cover. A Twilight Zone. Looks like an April 804. And then another Gold Key Twilight Zone. Boy, 705 maybe? I'm not sure if that numbering's right, because I think that's actually a later comic due to the price. So, and that was the extent of my pickups at the Grand Con 2.0. And sounds like there's going to be a third one next year. Hopefully I'll save my pennies a little better. And maybe we can pick up a few more stuff. Okay, next this is a half-price bookstore haul. And this is going to take a little bit of talking here. When I first started buying comics, when I was a littler kid, I didn't know anything. I read them all until the covers fell off. And two of my favorite books back then were The New Teen Titans and Firestorm the Nuclear Man. And the Teen Titans because of, Starfire and Wonder Girl, because duh. And Firestorm I liked because I liked the character of Ronnie Raymond. I thought he had a cool costume, and his head was on fire. So anyway, in my wisdom, I used to kind of make my own omnibuses out of my comics, where I would somehow staple them together you know, I I had one that was like a mashup of like 20 issues stapled together, and just carried it around with me and read it wherever I went. And I remember, I think I had a cousin from Kansas City who was also into comics at the time, and he sort of clued me in. These are valuable, and you shouldn't be doing that. And so, but by then it was too late, and I hate to admit it, and I wish I would have kept them, but I threw them away. I don't know, probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 years ago, I threw them away. And unfortunately, there was a new Teen Titans #2 as part of that omnibus. So anyway, so I was at the Half Price bookstore, and I was very excited to find that they had a ton of Firestorm comic books going for $1 a piece. And so I kind of went bananas. Some of these I'd already picked up. I think I got like the first 4 issues of the second series already, and in bits and pieces around. I found Firestorm #4. That's from the first volume, the first try, and then the second volume got #5. Like I said, I always liked the character. I love Pat Broderick's art on it too. I thought that was pretty cool. #6. And then we jumped to #8 because I already had #7. And #9. And #10. Fighting the hyenas. Or no, wait, check that. Fighting 2 hyenas. And #11. And he got bit by a hyena, and so he turned into a were-hyena in #12. Which means Ronnie Raymond and Professor Stein had a hell of a time splitting the back apart in #13. I think the hyena thing was resolved by issue #14. And someone else is after him. And #15, taking on Multiplex. Continuing on with #17, the introduction of Firehawk. #18, #19, and #20, fighting Killer Frost. And finally, #22. Okay. And also for $1, I pulled out a few issues of DC's version of The Shadow. #6. #7. I like that cover a lot. Is that Gary Friedrich? That looks like Gary Friedrich. Okay. Gary Friedrich on the cover there, sorry. And #10. Night of the Killers. And then also a giant-sized Superman family. Looks like #189. Oop. Try not to bump the camera, dummy. Hey, refocus. Alright. And then from the local comic shop, we're trying to get this whole series wrapped up and getting closer every day. Valley of the Dinosaurs #2 with my Katie Butler. Love you, Katie. #5. And #6. Okay. Also, back in March, I plugged up all the holes in the second volume of Miss Marvel. Picked up about 14 or 15 issues there, so I now have a complete run of that. And also picked up 4 issues of The Man Called Nova, including number 19. Now, I would show you all the ones I picked up, but I think I'll probably save those and sandbag them and try to do a probably full run video on both of those series at some point here in the near future. Okay. And next, trying to reach our 2019 projected goals, picked up a couple more issues of Marvel's run on Star Wars, including number 48. Number 57. Number 91. And then also picked up Avengers 140. Avengers 209. Avengers 211. And Avengers 214. And with those, it makes me very happy and proud to say from Avengers issue 160 until the end, what was it, 402? I have to look that up, but I have them all. So, like I said, we're trying to get from 100 to the end this year. We're getting closer every day in every way. And then also picked up Defenders number 24. Defenders number 42. Defenders 65. And Defenders 70. And I think, boy, that gets me down to maybe 10 or 11 issues is all I need to complete that run. And so, and that's it. That's it for this comic call and this episode of 4.0 and below. Again, we got a couple full run videos in the works. I got one done, just need to get it all edited together, and we'll get that to you, hopefully sooner than later. And so until next time, this is WB Kelso reminding you all to never, ever be embarrassed about what you can afford comic book wise. And until next time, we'll catch you later. See ya. Bye-bye.